entire population of Himachal Pradesh was added to the voter rolls of Maharashtra. Please understand what I am saying. In Lok Sabha, the difference between Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha was the population of Himachal. The entire population. What? Almost 70 lakh new voters suddenly arrived between Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha. Now, the most interesting part, and the Prime Minister is not looking at me. The most interesting part,
Please talk on the facts. He made his face down.
Sir, Maharashtra mein,
Sir, in Maharashtra,
in 5 months in Maharashtra, then were added in 5 years in Maharashtra. Jitne 5 saal mein
the numbers which were added in 5 years, more than that were added in 5 months after Lok Sabha elections.
एक building है sir.
There's one building, sir, in Shirdi. In one building, 7,000 new voters were added from one building. In one building, 7,000 more voters were added in the list. Sir, I am not casting any allegations. I am not leveling any allegations. I am just saying, sir, that in this, there is something problematic in this, that the whole state of Himachal Pradesh voters, where they are, they come into this list of Maharashtra. What we are saying that we have told repeatedly to the election commission that we are not leveling any allegations. You do one thing, that you give the list of Lok Sabha voters, name, address and electronically should be given to us. And during this assembly polls, during the assembly elections.
No. You are wrong. Speaker, sir.
No, Speaker, sir. They know a verification has been done. I would like to make it clear, sir. Speaker, sir, I would like to clarify that
Speaker, sir, we have asked. Speaker, sir. Speaker, sir, we are asking this question. We are asking this. Speaker, sir. Population of Himachal Pradesh. Please. Population of Himachal Pradesh has voted. Extra has voted in Maharashtra. We are saying to the Election Commission, please give us the names and addresses and polling booths of all the workers in the Lok Sabha and all the workers in the Vidhan Sabha, so we can calculate who these new workers are, who these new voters are. Interestingly, the new voters are mostly in the constituencies that the BJP has swept. Please understand, the new voters have been added most to the Congress Party, to the Shiv Sena and to the NCP, so that we can see exactly where these voters have been added, who has been subtracted, who has been added, where they have been added. This is not a irresponsible request. This is a very simple request for them to fulfill. The reason I am saying this, sir, is because the rules have been changed. This is not just said in isolation. Speaker, sir, the election commissioner used to be chosen by the Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition, and the Chief Justice. Sir, the Chief Justice was removed from that committee.
Why?
This is the question, sir. This is the question to the Prime Minister. Why was the Chief Justice removed from the committee? Now, in a few days, I am going to go to the meeting. I am going to go to the meeting. There's going to be Mr. Amit Shah and Mr. Modi ji. And there's going to be me. 2 to 1. Why am I even going to the meeting? What is the purpose of me going to the meeting? I'm only going to the meeting to certify what Modi ji and Amit Shah ji are going to say, right? Whereas if the Chief Justice was there could be a discussion. Chief Justice and leader of opposition could say, no, we don't agree. So there seems to be a calculated strategy. Now, just prior to the Lok Sabha, the election commissioner was changed and 2 new election commissioners were placed.
Yes.
We know that the election dates were changed.
Yes.
We know that the elections were postponed. These are facts. These are not things I am inventing. So, in order to safeguard this constitution, the entire opposition requests the data for the Maharashtra election. We request the data and the electoral voter list for Lok Sabha and the corresponding list for Vidhan Sabha. And I am very confident that the Election Commission will not give us this information. Speaker, sir, that is broadly. So the third element of our President's address would be a determined defense of India's institutions, of our democratic system, and a re-look at our entire democratic framework and the